What's up, Ravens? Welcome to this week's special Thanksgiving edition of ONW Now. I'm Ashley Gable alongside Avery Johnson, and we've got a lot to cover today.
From a special story on sources of strength to an inside look at OATC, we have the info you need, so let's get into it.
Sources of Strength is a growing club here at ONW with a mission to educate and improve our students' mental health. Libby Zuck tells us more about this club and how they strive to make a positive impact on our school.
In 2019, ONW introduced Sources of Strength to the school to educate students on mental health and expand unity in our school.
Sources of Strength is a group of people at ONW who are there to help and support the people of the school and just recognize emotional needs of other students and just kind of there to be leaders and to follow through and help other students that could be struggling.
Sources of Strength is beneficial to different students in the Olathe Northwest community and helps prioritize students' mental health.
Sources of Strength has helped me, find other people that share similar interests and have a similar mindset to me. It's also helped me, prioritize my mental health more than anything else.
We can get out of Sources of Strength is that we are a community and we all are together and that we are our source of strength.
Teens are going through so much. They're going through a lot. And, mental health isn't in the front of a lot of people's minds. They don't really prioritize it as much, and Sources of Strength puts that in the front of their mind.
I think students can get out of it just knowing more about all of the sources that are available in Sources of Strength.
To check out more, please visit ONW_Sources of Strength on Instagram or sourcesofstrength.org. For ONW Now, this has been Libby Zook.
Do you have a hard time sitting still in class? Do you like getting your hands dirty? Then the Olathe School District's OATC program just might be the place for you. Jenna Klein gives us an inside look at this unique program and its growing student body.
Welding, construction, and culinary. These are just 3 of the many electives that you can take in the OATC program.
OATC is a career and tech ed electives that Olathe School District provides. The cool thing about OATC is we're 3-hour classes. So they attend with us for 3 hours and then go back to their home high school.
I enjoy working with my hands. I don't really like doing a lot of the classwork. So that's the reason why I chose OATC for the most part, and because I've already done construction before.
For former student TJ Kincaid, the OATC program gave him a head start into his career.
So I graduated last year and I wanted to be involved because I didn't like sitting in classrooms. So I just I'd rather be working with my hands. And then I found out about welding and I went to the Missouri Welding Institute and I just graduated from there. So now I'm trying to find a job.
Students who graduate from the program gain more than just technical skills.
We really pride ourselves on the leaders that we developed. We really focus on soft skills with our students and push them to be comfortable. Our saying is step outside of your comfort zone. It's the only way you're going to grow.
It's given me more opportunities to see how employers might act with people, because we met with a lot of companies last year, and so it prepares you for real life instead of being in class and not having that experience.
Unfortunately, COVID prevents students from touring the programs, but they still provide a way for students to get a better understanding of OATC.
Well, normally, everybody comes in tours. That's an expectation, is we want you to actually see it. In our new 2020 world, we have a virtual tour that is available on our website. It's on the top far right, under the application tab. And so the application is also right underneath that virtual tour.
If you would like to apply for OATC, applications are open for sophomores and juniors to apply now until December 10th. This has been Jenna Klein and Ashlyn Cooper. Now back to the desk.
OATC offers fantastic programs in the following areas: animal science, automotive collision technology, aviation electronics, construction trades, culinary arts, healthcare sciences, and welding technology.
Even though fall sports may be over for the year, we've got a lot to wrap up, so let's toss it over to Cooper Boyer and Michael Decker for the latest.
Welcome back, Ravens, to Game Day Northwest. My name is Cooper Boyer, and I'm here alongside Michael Triple Decker. This week we'll be covering Fall Sunflower League honors, plus we have a story over cheer performing for their state and national competitions, and our final round of senior spotlights, so let's get into it.
Fall sports have come to an end, so it's now time to recap and celebrate our athletes.
First, we'd like to congratulate Davis Gertson, Christian Martinez, and Noah Conover for making first team All-Sunflower League in soccer. We'd also like to recognize Cole Abendroth, Josh Burton, and Colin Gann for making second team All-Sunflower League. And shout out to Dylan Naidu and Ethan Moore for being named honorable mentions. Congrats on an amazing season, boys.
Volleyball also had an amazing season, finishing second in state. So lots of post-season recognition for our girls. Courtney Jackson and Skylar Pierce were named first team All-State. For second team All-State, we have Jillian Hansenberry, and Jillian Hadley. And Emily Storman was named honorable mention. Congrats to all the girls on the volleyball team on a magical season, and good luck to our seniors.
Anyone tired of talking about COVID and all these things we've lost in the past 9 months? Everyone has been impacted. School learning has gone from no school to remote to hybrid and now back to remote. This time has been especially difficult on our athletes. All the practices and games and schedules, wearing masks during games, and living in constant fear of their team getting shut down. Well, our cheer team has also had to make adjustments. This year, cheer had to go above and beyond to compete at state nationals. Malia Boyd has a story.
This year, state and national competitions for ONW cheer looked a little different. Last Saturday, the girls performed their routine in front of a camera in an empty gym. Even though the competition was virtual, teams were required to have specific elements included in their performance.
You have to be able to spirit, smile, be loud, be able to use signs and flags, and just be happy.
State is composed of 3 components. There's a band dance, so like what you would see us doing at a football game when the band is playing and we're kind of doing like a sideline dance with some cheers and signs. There is a cheer, and they give us a situation like it's 1st and 10 for the Ravens, and we have to respond either offense or defense, and then it ends with our school fight song.
This year, due to COVID, the team had to make many adjustments to their routine, and one key component had to be taken out.
One thing that was really different is we typically stunt in our routine, like when we put girls up. This year they said no stunting, we couldn't touch each other, so we could still move around on the mat, but we just couldn't physically touch another person. So taking stunts out was a big piece to that. Not having to worry about stunts was kind of nice, but taking that element out made everything else that we do having to be just much more clean, sharp, making sure ripples were good, signs and flags were being used well.
Not only is stunting an important factor for a cheer performance, so is having an audience.
I would have rather done it in person. It's just so much more fun having the judges there and having a crowd. It's just weird because we only had our 2 coaches and then like the filmers.
So if it wasn't COVID, I would absolutely love to have done it in person. One, we get to travel to Topeka, so that is just a fun experience for the team. And any athlete, any performer can tell you doing something in front of a crowd, you get that natural energy and that adrenaline that the girls just had to create on their own.
Even with all the challenges the team had to face, there were some benefits to having a virtual competition.
So I think one thing that was great was that we could do it in as many takes as we needed to. So if something went wrong, we could stop it, reset, and redo. And that's obviously not the case when you're performing live. It's in one, 60-second shot. That was a huge benefit.
Although this was a new and unique experience for the girls, they remained focused and achieved their overall goal.
I feel like our performance went pretty well. I think we all executed the routine very well.
We're super happy with the product that we put out, and that routine was super good, and we're thankful that we got to even compete and do anything. But I just want people to know how hard these girls worked, and the progress they made was just incredible with the situation that we're in.
For Game Day Northwest, this has been Malia Boyd.
To conclude today's show, we'd like to spotlight our 9 amazing seniors on our cross-country team. First up, we have Celia Davila. Celia never gave up and worked hard in every race. She was always there to support her teammates. Celia's favorite memory is running with her team and medaling at a meet.
Elena Cass. Elena never gave up as a new runner. She brought her competitive spirit to the cross-country course every race.
Nick Herbert. Nick is a determined runner who used his competitive drive to improve every year as a Raven runner.
Adam Dunn. Adam is a leader on the team who is quick to include all members and is always there to motivate his teammates.
Cole Bartley. Cole joined the team this year and made an instant impact, as he was encouraged and supportive of his teammates, and he would lead by example with his gritty efforts.
Roman Clark. Roman has been a dependable runner who doesn't back down from an opportunity and races with determination.
Joshua Fisswater. Joshua never gives up and works consistently to improve his race with guts and grit.
Kasim Khalil. Kasim made an immediate impact on the team. He worked hard to learn how to race the 5K and quickly became a fierce competitor.
Logan Reed. Logan Reed, by his efforts, which have developed him as a fierce runner, who won't back down from difficult competition. We would also like to congratulate Logan Reed for getting 2020 All-Metro First Team.
That's it for sports. This has been Cooper Boyer and Michael Decker. Now back to the desk.
Let's take it over to Brooke Cunningham for this week's special Thanksgiving edition of Word from the Halls.
What's up, Ravens? This is Brooke Cunningham, and welcome to this year's first Word from the Halls. And this week, it's going to be Thanksgiving edition. So let's get right into it. How many turkeys are eaten on Thanksgiving?
Like 2 million. Yeah.
In the United States? Okay, because I don't know how many turkeys they eat in South Africa or in Australia.
You do know in the United States? Huh?
Yeah, I do actually. It's 600,000.
43 million.
I don't know, like 25,000.
46 million. What's a good conversation starter at the Thanksgiving dinner table?
Not politics.
What'd you do for Halloween?
School.
Weather. Is this like a trick question?
No. It's you can say
any conversation starter? Like, hey, what about the Chiefs this year?
Oh my God, okay. How many days did the first Thanksgiving last?
A week. It was 7 days. It was a week.
I'll just go with 20. 10.
3.
Good job, you got that one right. Okay, do female or male turkeys actually gobble?
Female.
I don't feel like it's politically correct for me to answer that question.
Okay.
Okay.
No. Gobble, what does that mean?
Like, gobble.
Female?
Male. You're getting all these wrong. Okay. How many pies are consumed every Thanksgiving?
I don't know, 126 million.
46 million. 48 million.
It's 50 million. You guys are close. What's your funniest Thanksgiving memory?
My grandma almost choked to death.
Oh.
But she's okay. She's okay.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
My mom started a oven fire by burning the turkey.
I think it was probably me getting mad at my family and not eating Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh, she really said that. Okay. Now that Thanksgiving is coming to an end, when does Christmas start for you?
Christmas has already started.
The day after Thanksgiving. Yeah, the day after.
Is Santa still coming?
I guess so.
Why would Santa not come to my house, Brooke? What are you saying?
I don't know, like Corona, you know.
Oh, Santa's fine.
So what if he has COVID, though?
Santa is fine, Brooke.
I just don't know if he's coming because my kid's been a pain in the neck.
Oh.
Well, that's all the news we have for you today, Ravens, but be sure to stick around for the new Late Night Northwest show for a showcase of our school with a little late night spin. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter and check out our YouTube channel at ONW Raven Daily.
Check out our website at theravendaily.com to keep up on the latest news and updates.
This has been Avery Johnson
and Ashley Gable.
Thanks for watching and stay safe, Ravens.
Welcome to the very first episode of the Late Night Northwest Show. I'm your host, Blake Gamber, senior here at Northwest, and mostly known as either that guy who worked at AMC or the guy who angered all the teachers with a video before a live. Either one works for me. Man, you know, it's been a crazy few months, what with the virus, election, students being left in the dark about their future, but man, it sure does feel good to be back in school, and remind me to cut that part out if we end up going back to online in a day or two. But overall, I think teachers and students have been doing a great job handling the situation. Granted, with Mrs. Hilliard and literally hunting down students and Zuck's emails about being exposed or not, my heart rate's been on an all-time high every single day. And speak of the devil, we do have Mr. Zuck on the show tonight. Sat down with him and had a fantastic little interview and played a game with disgusting food that makes our school lunches look gourmet. Now, enough hyping it up. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at that interview, followed up by our fun little game. Well, Ravens, welcome to our first interview on the Late Night Northwest show. Today we have a very special guest, Mr. Chris Zuck, principal of Northwest. How you doing tonight? Or today, I should say.
I'm doing well.
Good to hear. So what's new in your world? I mean, principal of school in the middle of a pandemic. What's that like?
Every day is different. And there are unique issues and challenges to kind of work through. And so the nice thing about my job is it's not the same every day. It's different, and it poses different challenges and different opportunities for conversation and different problem solving every day.
Awesome. Yeah. So how have the students been?
Students have been great. And I don't know if I'd tell you, but the students have been great. This is it's not easy. And what we're asking our students to do isn't easy. What we're asking our adults and our staff isn't easy. What we're asking our parents to do isn't easy. So I applaud all of our efforts. I don't know that anything is necessarily ideal, but we're making the best of a tough situation.
Awesome. That's good to hear. So as it goes, just what's going on in the Zuck world? Everyone at the school knows you as Mr. Zuck or Principal Zuck. I want them to know you as Chris. I want them to just, let's just hear more about you.
For instance, what do you want to know?
What do you want us to know about you?
I got into education because I like people. I enjoy working with people. I enjoy seeing people really reach their optimum and their maximum and kind of their potential. And so it's really exciting for me as I see our students and also our staff succeed and trying new things and succeeding and learning and growing. It's a great place to be to watch that.
Awesome, cool. A little bit of a transition here. So, you're brought up a lot in econ. You're brought up everywhere. Everyone here loves you. Honestly, hands down, best principal in the Olathe district. In my opinion, biased, but
that's very kind of you.
So, and of course, you have a daughter now who is in econ and up in the junior along with our class and all that. And so, with that, we've sometimes had discussions of we've had to cut stories sometimes because we think maybe it goes a little too far, maybe it goes too much. But then again, that also brings up, freedom of speech, stuff like that. Do you think that the Ecom Academy, and specifically journalism, do you think we have that freedom of speech, and if there's a story we wish to put out, we have the right to put it out?
I think that part of journalistic integrity is also thinking about social responsibility. And I think that from a First Amendment standpoint, it's not completely absolute. There are some limits to student free speech. I would just hope people would make integrity-filled decisions that are socially conscious and aware, and looking to do as much good as possible.
So with that, thank you so much for our interview, but we're not quite done with you yet. And welcome back, Ravens, to our next segment, Spill Your Guts or Fill Your Guts, still with Mr. Principal Chris Zuck. So this is disgusting. There is lots of disgusting food. Basically, the premise is you pick a food that I have to eat and ask the question. If I don't answer it, I have to eat. If I do answer it, does he have to eat it, or will you just leave it? Leave it? All right. So I will give you the honors of going first.
So you want me to pick something you're going to eat?
Yes.
Okay.
And a question to go with it.
I'm going to go with the sardines.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a good choice?
No comment.
Okay. And I'm going to say Mr. Davis and Mr. Wisman are both very talented musicians. Mm-hmm. In your opinion, who's the better musician?
Yeah, no, we're already just gonna have to eat. I love both Davis and Wisman. They're both equally amazing and talented, and no. Yeah. We're just gonna move on.
Okay.
I don't want to talk.
Your eyes are watering a little bit.
Yeah.
Buddy.
So, Mr. Zuck.
Yes.
Okay. So, Athletics here at Olathe Northwest have been a major part of our school's culture. List these sports teams at ONW from best to worst in your opinion. Football, volleyball, basketball, and baseball. And I'm going to go with the mealworm pudding.
Well, in fairness, I think that the outcome that we're looking for from athletics is both a great performance on the field, but also building character and culture inside of that program.
Absolutely.
And so as you want to say success, I'm assuming you want to say success where people commonly measure that. But as a principal, I'm looking for some different things. And so I would say I'll eat your mealworms because I think all 4 of them are doing an outstanding job.
I respect
of
that.
creating great citizens and great and giving opportunities for kids.
Absolutely agree with you. But bon appetit, I would say.
What kind of pudding is it?
I think vanilla. Yeah, just vanilla. Everyone loves vanilla pudding. Oh. Crunchy?
Mm.
Whew. All right.
Blake, toughness is important.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to let people see you sweat, Blake.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to take another bite?
Oh, no, you're good. I think we have time for one more.
All right, Blake. Since you're a senior and have covered many stories for ONW Now, which story that you've been a part of was the most boring story to cover?
Which food am I supposed to be eating right now?
You're gonna go. Well, I think you're gonna go mealworms and the pudding.
Ooh. You know, I think when we say boring, that's a strong word.
It is.
Very, very strong.
I didn't
word.
write the question.
Our producer did. So, you know, I will answer. I think, you know, how many times can we cover the blood drive? I mean, we get it. It's very important. I support last blood drive. I participated first time, hated it, but I felt good about it. I'm gonna say that's probably the most boring, just because it's the most repetitive, and I think it doesn't deserve a story, a shout out, and a information commercial. You would be better. So I'll pass on that and say blood drive. All right. One more. All right. Mr. Zuck, hypothetically, a fire started at your house, and you only have time to save one of your kids. You have Liam, Livy, Kenna, or Riley. Who are you saving and why? I'm gonna just go with the beef and beef broth.
You know, that's like asking me which department I like the most in this building.
I was going to ask you that in the interview.
Yeah,
but
no, that's not going to happen.
They're all great.
You know, I have 4 kids, and they're all great in their own right. But I probably would, I can't answer that question because you're asking me to pick a favorite out of, you know.
Hypothetically.
Not hypothetically. There's no hypothetically. Hypothetically, which kid do I like the best? Yeah, that's not going to work.
All right.
You know what? I think Mr. Cooper should answer that question.
Oh, we ask him on a daily basis.
Yeah, does he answer?
Yes.
He does.
Well, hypothetically, he answers.
Hypothetically.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, you know, there's layout of the house. There's ability for kids to get out by themselves. There's access to windows. There, you know, where's the fire start?
Principal Zuck, I believe you're stalling.
Nobody wants to eat baby food.
No, no one does. It's good for your bones. There's vitamins.
Well, here's the deal. I mean, again,
that's oof.
I'm never going to get called out on not being tough enough to do that.
I think I'm the one that needs the trash can. That's tough to watch. You are just stone-faced. You know, in our interview, I was going to ask you what you thought was more flattering to be compared to Mr. Clean or the guy from, you know, I already forgot his name. I feel so bad.
The guy from Die Hard?
Yeah.
Who, Bruce Willis?
Bruce Willis.
Or Mr. Clean?
Bruce Willis. Which one's more flattering?
Whoa.
And I think, honestly...
Are you suggesting that Mr. Clean and I have the same hairline? Is that why you're asking the question?
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically.
This is all hypothetical.
I don't think you can just say hypothetical when you don't
You know
want,
what, in my
when you
eyes,
don't want to own the question.
after the interview and after this, you're just Bruce Willis, without a doubt.
That's what I'd go with.
Totally. All right, so thank you, Mr. Zuck.
And no one else in the world would ever make that comparison?
No.
Okay. Just making sure we are on the same page.
So thank you so much. You know, I can't shake your hand, give you one of these. You were a great sport. You were stone-faced from the beginning. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you guys for watching. Pretty cool, right? Thank you again, Mr. Zuck, for being such a good sport. Stone-faced killer the entire time, I tell you that. I had to clean and wash my mask 4 times after those sardines. I swear to you, it smelled worse than our football player statistics. I'm joking, folks. I'm joking. Go Ravens. But let's shift gears now and enjoy a wonderful performance from our very own Max Weaver. Take it away, Max. Wonderful job, and that's all I have for us today, Ravens. Thank you so much for watching, letting me host and roast some people, and just being the awesome students you are. Stay safe out there, wear your masks, and I'll see you all next time. Good night, guys.